And we're live. Why does EV Mux do that? When I have my mouse on my screen, it turns blue and I already have blue
Oh,
lights in the background, so
it.
it looks.
I just
I
did
hate
that.
that.
I just did that. I scrolled over your name and you're blue. You're sad.
What? Why? I am. This is a very. I wanted to name this stream. It's a sad day. Yes, it is. It's this has been a weekend. This has been a weekend for wrestling. And we'll get there. We'll get to the
Yeah.
weekend, but of course, we got to get through Friday first because there is wrestling on Friday. Um,
Well,
and
there's a show
yeah,
on.
there is a show on Friday. It is called Friday Night SmackDown, or it's called SmackDown Live, or whatever they call it. They call it whatever they want. Um, but was it good? Why does it sound like this? Like my whole kitchen is falling down. Can you hear that? Can you?
I can't hear anything in your background. I can hear you though.
Oh, that's great. That's great because I can hear everything in my background.
Oh,
But
I don't
listen,
like that. Not a fan of that.
but we're all good. That's good. As long as everybody else can hear the shenanigans going on, then we're good.
The tens
But
of
yeah,
viewers,
yes, for the millions and the
the millions.
millions
I'm sorry.
of people
We
watching
know who is
because
what. We know who is watching. I saw your comment, and then I looked at. Well, I know we'll get there. We know who is watching.
it is funny because I swear to you, I have no like I don't. I mean, maybe it's just obvious, right? Maybe I just point out the obvious because they're just obvious things that should happen. And then when I say them out loud, they tend to happen.
You're speaking into
Usually,
existence.
yeah, usually immediately. Not it doesn't even take a week. Usually
No,
it happens immediately. But Friday happened, and I hope you have a rundown because
I do.
I don't.
I do. Because the night started off with the greatest possible news that we could possibly get in WWE. Given all the bad stuff that's going on, your WWE champion Cody Rhodes is cleared for wrestling. And that's all we
Fantastic.
cared about, right?
Yes,
That's
black
what
eye
we
and
cared.
all.
Black eye and all. No more concussion. He's cleared for wrestling.
I
And
mean,
then
mhm.
and then he got his first challenger. And the crowd was
Interesting
not
challenger.
having it.
Interesting challenger.
It
Ricky Saints. His music is now Ricky Saints and Cody are like I guess they call themselves real friends. So they are real friends.
apparently.
So in Ricky Saints infamously was at Cody's WrestleMania where he won the title, even though he was under contract for AEW, which doesn't make any sense because there are plenty of AEW wrestlers who show up to WrestleMania,
Sure.
because it is the Super Bowl for wrestling, right? They have all those WrestleCons all
Yeah.
throughout, wherever they're holding Mania, except for next year. They have all of these WrestleCons that usually invade that town, and it's like just a week of wrestling filled events. So he got a lot of flack for the video, the backstage video of him being with Cody, but he shows up, and I felt instantly nothing. Like there was
Yeah.
no sparks, right? There were no just like, oh, like when Oben Brock first showed, it was like, oh man, Oben Brock, this is gonna cook.
E- even even when they showed up on the well, he wrestled him on the Saturday Night Main Event, right? Like
No.
a back. He
You talking
didn't
about
wrestle.
Oba? You talking
No,
about
no, no. Cody wrestled Ricky, didn't? Who did Cody
no,
wrestle? Remember when they had the
Oba.
NXT guy?
Oba.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
But that night, those NXT call ups, even that night, you were like, oh damn, this is cool. I got. I just felt, oh,
It was interesting. It was so what
what's up,
they've been
Tom?
doing. They've just been pivoting. Hold up. Oh, I got this. That's why I
Yeah.
can't see
Ace
you
popped up
because
and said hello.
what's
I'm not
going
gonna
on,
try and
Ace?
do his
That's why.
catchphrase.
That's why I couldn't see it because I didn't have the chat
I
up.
can't do his catchphrase, so
Oh no, I'm not. I'm never doing that again. Never. What's going on, Ace? And Ace, lifelong wrestling fan. He watches wrestling
He does.
religiously, and by that I mean he does not.
He blows my DMs up all the time talking about wrestling constantly.
Yes, yes. Um, but yeah, this opening segment,
It was short.
thank goodness, because it didn't do anything for me.
No,
I'm kind of Cody opening the night just does nothing for me ever. Like
it's because
typically,
it's the same thing. Like he's not
yes.
he's not changing it up. He comes out with the title. He's in his suit, and he
Mhm.
gives you the same speech, and he gives you the same thing. And Riley, right now, it's like they're trying to make you forget that the Randy Orton thing even happened because they're not even really referencing it at all.
Well, I mean, you can't because his face is his face. Like it's
Right.
it's
But
written all over his face. You know, him
I
getting
guess
punted in
Randy
the
really
face.
is injured because they just kind of wrote him out completely.
Well, I mean, if he's not going to fight him, then they're not just
Right.
going to keep mentioning his name. So I get it,
Sure.
because that's just going to make the fans want Randy to come out there, and he's just not going to come out there. So I understand not bringing it up because people are going to want him to come do it again because that's what fans do.
Yes.
Fans want to see people get beat up,
It doesn't
and
matter who it is.
pretty much. So it just it was supposed to be electric, but it didn't feel that way.
It didn't.
Like
It didn't hit
no.
me. It didn't hit me one way or the other. Now the next, and he told him he'd give him a match, so that's your main event, but he didn't put the title on the line. Okay.
As he should not.
No, and
He
it's good.
should not.
And it's good to see Cody wrestle. Like that's you want to see them wrestle. I don't care that it's not a title match. I'm glad it's not a title match,
Correct.
but what did get me excited was the very next segment, right? So
Okay.
backstage, Alexa and Charlotte are preparing for a match, and the women's champion walks up, Rhea Ripley, and offers to help him out. That I liked. Charlotte didn't want no parts of it. Rhea got no friends right now on SmackDown right now. It doesn't look like. And Alexa was kind of trying to like to play the go between, and kind of apologized. And then Charlotte was like, "Come on, we got a match," and off they went. Charlotte has a match,
Cool.
and Charlotte versus JC Jane, which I like.
Now that I do like. I like the match. I'll be totally honest. Rhea, she's the most over woman on the planet.
Yep.
This is not the way to go with her in her first SmackDown
I,
thing.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well,
I like this more than the first segment. Be- be- I guess I like Rhea more, and I don't know Ricky as well, so I guess that kind of helps a little bit.
yeah, but I don't want Rhea to have any friends. I want toxics. Oh, I'll keep going to call them toxic attraction. I just want Fatal Influence to just go beat her up a whole bunch. Like I don't need that. I don't need the Charlotte and Alexa. Because one, they don't have the titles.
No.
So it just does it's serving nobody to have them on the side other than the eventual turning of one of those two because of Rhea. Like
Oh, Alexa
so
and Charlotte. I mean,
yeah, like it
I, at some point they're both going to want to go for the title because I guess they're not going to go for the tag belts now because Rhea's there, and from what I understand, and again, I have backed off looking at articles and especially after this week. This week was heavy with stuff, and it's hard to. And I think I said it last week. It's hard to tell what's actually real, what's not real, and what's being reported. And so I just stopped. Like
mm.
it's like movie trailers and movie leaks. Like I don't want to know.
Well, yeah, like when it comes to like programs like, oh well, Charlotte's gonna leave her to go for the title. Like I don't that's why I watch the show. Like
Right.
I don't
I don't
need
want
I
to know
don't
what
need anybody to spoil a feud. Like that just means nothing to me.
Now,
Like that actually makes no sense.
after your feud is over and I look and see this, they did this, and then they did, that's cool to see how you got there after I'm past it, right? Like that's why I don't hate Unreal, but I don't love Unreal. I like seeing this. I like seeing how they got there when I'm past it.
Touche. Once again, I've never watched the episode Unreal,
And that's fair.
will.
I have friends that don't like it either and that can't stand it. And I have friends that are like rah, rah, rah for it.
It's not that I don't like it. I just don't want to watch it. Like
Yeah.
I just we're already past it. And chances are I already know,
Right.
because people gonna oh well, Roman said this after the match, and it's like, I don't care. Like I want to see the match.
The only thing I really like, kind of the behind the scenes stuff, is like the real quick videos of like them in the back hugging, you know, like them hugging Jacob when Jacob went out there and did his thing, and then Jimmy and Jay and them hugging him like that. Those cool moments, and then that's it. I don't need to know any more than that.
Pretty much. That's what Twitter's for.
Right.
Twitter's gonna give me those moments.
Yep. Now,
because
20 years later, and you do a behind the scenes on it, I'm all in. I'm all in.
Dark Side of the Ring. I watch Dark Side of the Ring all day. Like Dark Side. I love Dark Side of the Ring. Like that, I'll watch. But
okay.
I don't. Seth Roos, that's all cool. I don't need to see how it happened. Like I get it. It was cool.
It was great to watch in the moment. I didn't want to.
Mhm.
I didn't. That was one of those times. That was one of the first times where I stopped sleuthing things out and I just kind of sat back and let it happen. And that's what we used to do back in the 80s and the 90s. We didn't go. I didn't know what a dirt sheet was back then. I didn't know any. I didn't know any. I didn't have any of that. I didn't care because I was watching it every week, and that's where I'm trying to get myself back to. Is I just want to be in the moment. I don't want to know. Okay, I know this is going to happen. Let me wait for it.
Well, like the reason I got into dirt sheets is because then I would know who people were. Because that's how I found out who the Great Muta was, right? Like,
Okay,
you would
yeah.
just read, like, you would read it and like,
fair.
oh, these guys wrestling AWA. What is AWA? Like, of course, they don't show that on TV, but then you'll know who people are. So then when they show up in WWE, I'm like, oh, that's me, Mark Callis. Who the hell's me, Mark Callis? Like, oh, why is me, Mark Callis now the Undertaker? Like, what
That stuff I like. And like if I like Monday night, I had a hockey game Monday night. I didn't get to see Raw. You guys were chatty. Once I open it up and I see the wrestling channel lit, I mute it for 8 hours because I know I don't want to read what you guys are seeing because I want to like come home and I'll watch it myself. I just didn't do it this week. I was too exhausted.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I know because I missed good stuff. I did watch some clips.
Perhaps
So
you did. Perhaps you didn't.
So we got a good match. JC Jane versus Charlotte Flair. Good match.
Loved it.
Good match.
I loved
Shenanigans.
it until Rhea showed up.
Well, the other girls showed up too and did their nefarious stuff, right?
That's what they're supposed to do. See, that's the thing. Let heels. That's what I like about Fatal Influence. They're just heels, right? Let them do. They're gonna do shenanigans. That's their whole shtick.
Mhm.
Like, and that's okay. That's why I always got upset when people got upset when Roman would win. Oh, Roman is just using cheating to win because he's the bad guy. Like, if you have a faction, how do you think Ric Flair won all of those titles? It wasn't because he was the greatest wrestler. He was the dirtiest player in the game. Why? Because he had the Four Horsemen.
Yes, he
Right?
did.
Tully Blanchard, Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson, Sting, Lex Luger, whoever else that they put in the four, Steve Mongo McMichael, like all of those people they put in the Four Horsemen, they were there to make sure that Ric Flair won.
Correct.
You know, like so.
That's why Jade has Meechin and BFAB.
I hate you. Let's move on. That is why she was supposed to. That's why I thought she was going to retain. That's why I picked Jade for WrestleMania because she had BFAB and Meechin, and they were just, and they got nerfed by one person, Io Sky, Io Genetti is the great one.
Wow, Io Genetti. Wow.
Yes. So you missed that. That was.
I saw that. I did. I saw the clip and it was hilarious. It was great. Great. Because she's the greatest on the mic. She's not just the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. She's the greatest on the mic.
I can't, like, I am truly in awe, and we're gonna get there.
And I love how turned you are on the Irish wrestler now. I love it.
It's crazy because her promo game has changed so much in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yep.
Like it really had. It was there were some terrible ones in there.
Yep.
She had some terrible ones with Lyra. Like they had some just gut wrenchingly bad promos, and now she can't miss. Like literally after that, I feel like after that feud, everybody left that feud better than they were before. And that's what elevated her to the greatest because she made me like Lyra.
Like, and then Lyra ruined it.
Well, Lyra actually. Bailey has saved Lyra. Like Bailey really is Lyra's savior.
Yep.
Like if there was no Bailey, Lyra probably would have been part of the renegotiations, as they say. And we're gonna get there.
So you've turned on the Irish wrestler. Now we just got to get you to turn on the Punk.
Oh no, that's never gonna happen. That is never no. But I do say that at work now. I'm here to make money, not friends.
I love that.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money.
I'm gonna start saying that. I'm gonna steal that.
Workers
steal that tomorrow.
Talk to me. Yeah. No. See, you probably nice to you. You probably cordial. My coworkers want to talk to. I don't want to talk to you. Like, what are we having small talk for?
I'm cordial to some, but when I'm in the office at 7:30 in the morning and I haven't had my little cinnamon bun breakfast and my little Celsius energy drink, and I'm sitting there and I'm just literally I'm out of bed at 7 and in work by 7:30. I am not awake, and you're coming in all bright and hi, Frank, how you doing? And I'm just like, and they know now. They're like, you're not awake yet. I'm like, no, give me a half hour. I'll engage you. Until then, don't come in, give me the dog. Don't come in and pound me. No pound me. Get out of my office for at least a half hour. Then you come back.
See, you have your own office. I wish I did.
Well, I share it with 2 other people, but it's a big room. But yeah, we can shut the door.
There's 17 of us.
Hell no.
And it's exactly what you would think what 17 retired veterans would talk about inside of an office with no filter.
Yeah, we don't have a filter either. Everything I have cultivated this department, and it's just 3 of us. But every time one of us says something now, the other one goes, yeah, well, your face or your mom. Or it's constant back and forth. It's like, hey, Cody, what about, what do I need to do with these printers over here? He's like, you know what you need to do? Your mom needs to do those printers. And I'm like, all right, cool. But, because she has Alzheimer's, so she's not going to remember what to do. So how do I do them? And we just roll with it because you know how guys do that.
Indeed.
I'm not on opposite. Look, I'm not a.
Don't come in here and try to break up a happy home.
No. Like, you know what? There's no Embiid playing tonight, so there's no chance. So Knicks in 5.
I mean, there was no chance even with Embiid playing. Knicks sweep.
I have to listen. I said in my heart, I picked the Flyers in 7. Where I bet money, Canes in 5. I'm a pragmatic fan of sports. I love my Philadelphia sports to the bone. I'm not a big basketball fan, but I know enough to know Sixers ain't winning this series. They're not deep enough, and especially Embiid sitting out game 2, you're not coming back 0-2 to the Knicks. Sorry. You might steal one in Philly. You might steal one in Philly.
Maybe.
But yeah, Dom, don't come in here breaking up a happy home.
Trying to break up a happy home. Trying to throw a wedge in between.
You know what was happy? JC Jane getting the pin on Charlotte Flair.
That is, I don't think people, like, I really don't think people understand how big that is for JC Jane in particular, because there are a lot of people who think JC Jane should have been fired, not this year, but last year or 2 years ago. Like, there have been people who just, she can't wrestle. She has no talent. She just, she rode on the coattails of Toxic Attraction. And, Fatal Influence is just, Toxic Attraction light. All of those things people have said about her. She's kind of made everybody eat crow because she's just been performing, right? Wrestling wise, on the mic, She's been phenomenal
She
over
gave
the
a quick
last 18
promo
months.
on the way to the ring last night that was or Friday night that was good. She also sold the rolling head scissor spot. She turned her body and it's like these little things that the wrestlers do for each other that other people just don't like. You have to work with the person. You know what I mean? Like if you don't
Of
have
course, yeah.
chemistry, that move's going to look horrible. She sold herself out for that, and it looked great. And look, Charlotte's got to okay that her going over too. Charlotte's got the clout backstage. You know, she's going to have some say in it. She can push back against it. I see that as a positive, just giving her the win in general. Her first big match on SmackDown, right? Over Charlotte
Sure.
Flair, over
Yeah.
the Queen. That's huge.
I mean, it is big. You know,
Yeah.
she should have. I think she should have beat Rhea last week. That was my thing. I thought she should have beat Rhea, of course, through nefarious ways. But
Sure.
I think that, but you're just not gonna put anybody over Rhea Ripley. It don't matter
No.
what day of the week it is.
No.
But yeah, big win for JC. Definitely a big win for JC.
And Rhea got to come out and help off while Fatal Influence jumped up and was beating them down, and Rhea came out, made the save, and they had the awkward Rhea and Charlotte had the awkward handshake.
You know, I don't understand. Like they keep pushing this Rhea Charlotte thing, and I just don't see it. I don't see where the hatred comes. Like hate Rhea and Liv have forever hatred. Like there should always be a hate, but I don't like Rhea and Charlotte. They did have that great WrestleMania match. What was that, like 3 years ago? But
3 years ago, yeah.
I don't understand. You know where this animosity they hold to this day, this grudge that they hold to this day, that I feel like holds very little weight to anything
I agree
that either one of them are doing.
No, I agree.
They did the same thing at Survivor Series, I think it was last year. It was like, I don't want to be on her team. Like
they're just trying. It's manufactured dislike where, like you said,
yes.
Liv and Rhea have actual dislike in their characters, and it works. Rhea's not making Charlotte dislike her, and Charlotte's not making Rhea dislike her right now. They're both kind of baby faces, so it's hard to. Charlotte's been working great as a baby face. Charlotte works better as a heel. It's just it's in the DNA. It's in the Flair DNA to be a bad guy.
Touche.
And then we move on to our tag team match of the evening. Your tag team champions, Damian Priest and R-Truth. Damian Priest
match,
trying to be the straight man is great.
I don't remember this match at all. This match happened.
It happened.
It was JC. It was JC and Tonga, or was
it was that was Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Oh, okay. That was last week that they had that match. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, touche. Cool.
It happened.
Through this match.
So Damian offered the match to them because R-Truth was having a conversation with them about taxes, and Damian just offered them a match, and R-Truth was mad because they were talking about taxes.
Okay. I must have missed all of that. I don't know.
They had a match, and what was left of the MFTs, I don't even know if you can call them the MFTs anymore. The Tall Tongan, who probably doesn't have much longer to go in WWE at this point, the way things are going, and Solo Sikoa came out and wiped out all four.
Oh yeah, because then Tala Tonga just started, like, he had a night, because then they had a match as well, right?
I think so. Yeah,
him and Solo. Yeah, he had a night because he was just choke slamming people left and right. Like he was trying to look like the dominant big man,
which he should have been doing.
Don't believe.
No,
it still don't look right to me. Like and maybe it's too late. Maybe I already have my mind set on him just not being intimidating or scary. Like same thing with almost. Like almost after a while, it's just like this is just a big guy. You're just a big guy. Like you
Yep.
don't. There's no. You don't have that Paul White factor where like for a while the Big Show was the Big Show, right?
Yep.
Until he turned 50, 100 times, and he just kept flip flopping between face and heel. But
And he put the Hulk
that's a
Hogan wig on and came out as Hulk Hogan, and then he started doing the comedy act because Vince was like, "This is what you need to do." I
he's pretty
enjoyed it.
funny. He's a pretty funny guy. Like,
Hilarious.
that, I give him that. He is a funny guy, but nothing that this guy Talatonga
No.
does is remotely. The choke slam looked okay. They were good,
But so after that match, speaking of funny, we got a backstage segment where Kit Wilson and The Miz set up. If you're our age, you remember the Looney Tunes back in the day when Elmer or Daffy would set up traps to catch Bugs Bunny, and Wile E. Coyote was trying to catch the Roadrunner, and they set up a briefcase full of money with a trap for Danhausen. And when Danhausen walked over and opened up the briefcase, he took out four stacks of money, $10,000 stacks, held up $40,000. He goes, "Oh, $400. This is great," and walked away. Miz and Kit Wilson walked over to the briefcase after he walked away, confused, and shockingly, when they opened it, poof, stuff sprayed out on their face.
because why wouldn't it? Why? Because they are cursed.
But him holding,
What's going on, Kenny?
hey Kenny, Danhausen holding $40,000 up in four stacks, saying $400 human dollars was the
Human
$400 in human money was.
Yes.
Then
I'm so confused. I'm wondering if I even watched this because I did not see anything.
yeah,
Maybe I was
you
doing something totally
must
different.
have been doing something. Was
I
then
had to have been.
then we get Solo in the ring, and Solo
Yes.
gave a promo about how Jacob Fatu took out his whole family last week. Took two of them right out of wrestling, as a matter of fact.
Sad.
Jacob canceled two members of the MFT right out of wrestling, right out of the WWE.
Well, at that point, they weren't out of the WWE.
No, they weren't.
But touche.
Then the Usos came out because we have no brand split no more. We have semi-brand split.
It's very semi. It's fluid.
It's fluid. And your mic's low. Kenny said. Jay started talking about how the Tongan death grip's sacred and that he shouldn't have used it on Roman Reigns, and Solo told him to tell Roman Reigns that he's not their tribal chief and they're going to go after Fatu. And the Usos were like, you got to let Roman Reigns take out Jacob before you touch Jacob, and back and forth. It was a segment.
It was. Is that better?
Yeah,
I sound louder to myself.
Yes, you do. I had to pull you down a little bit in my thing.
Okay. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully I'm not low anymore because I don't know audio anymore. But yeah, this was a segment. The Usos, yeah, cool. Like, I don't understand.
There you go. Get the thumbs up.
It's funny because on Monday nights the Usos come out and I feel like they're utter incomplete baby faces. But every time they're on SmackDown, they come out and they sound very heelish.
Yeah.
They sound very, oh, the tribal chief said this, and this is the tribal chief, and it's like, what are we doing here? Like, what? Why are they so polar? Like, they're so totally opposite on the two shows. Maybe it's because of the brand split.
Maybe there's people that just watch Friday night and they're bad guys on Friday, and then when Monday night, the people that watch Monday, it's like, yay. And they have been wrestling heelish. Yes, Kenny, they have.
but they speak like, well, maybe it's just because people on Monday Night love them, and I hate their new theme song. It is
Yeah.
the same, but it sounds different. It sounds so wrong when it just don't sound the same. They're saying the same things. It has the same music, but the audio, I don't like it. Like, I really don't like it.
No.
It just doesn't have that same, like, it don't have the same as it's just me who's like,
No.
now it's just us, and I don't like it.
No. I wanted it to
can't
be
pinpoint
it's
it.
just us together, but it just doesn't. It's fallen flat.
Yeah, it's something.
And then we get
That is true.
the El Grandes have been flip flopping. It in AAA, the tall one is the face.
He owns that country right now. Like, he is the king of Mexico right now when it comes to wrestling in AAA. Like,
Crazy.
it's insane.
I just hope I hope Chad Gable comes back one day. Then so apparently, and again, because I watch it on VPN, I don't see it the way we don't see it the way other people see it. But a lot of this next match was done during commercials. The Cody Rhodes Ricky Saints match, their entrances came during the commercials, but they did a picture-in-picture for the people not using a VPN. And apparently, from what I'm reading, a lot of this match took place during commercials. So you really didn't get the match, the match. It was a match. It wasn't an awful match. It wasn't a great match. Could have been a better match for Ricky for his debut match. But this match was really just a waste of time to get to what happened after the match.
You know, they thought, because I remember Carmelo's first match getting called up was against Cody Rhodes. And that match kind of made Carmelo can make it on the main roster.
Yep.
And it was kind of his calling card for a few weeks because he didn't do anything after that. But yeah, this didn't, there was nothing to really write home with. It wasn't a bad match. But it just wasn't, the barn burner.
No.
That, it wasn't Ilya Carmelo. Like, it wasn't something that, you are gonna think about.
I'm not going to remember
talking about it on the show.
Right.
Like, if we didn't talk about the show, I wouldn't remember it.
No. And again, I think the only reason they did this was to get to the end of the match when Gunther showed up on SmackDown and choked Cody Rhodes out.
Now that I can get behind because I'm a Gunther guy.
I love it. I love it. And now if Lesnar is truly retired, pivoting Gunther over to SmackDown to go after Cody Rhodes is wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, Gunther's not going after Cody. Gunther's gonna choke Cody Rhodes out. Like, Gunther's your new undisputed champion.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. I'm all for this. This move is great for Gunther and for me as a fan of Gunther, like you.
R.I.P. Cody Rhodes.
Yes, sir.
It was fun while it lasted, guys.
He got out of it. He got out of it, but Gunther put him right back in it.
Yeah. No, go to sleep, or I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Go to sleep and get out. I loved it. I love the move. If that's Paul Heyman's favor, is getting him over to SmackDown in a title shot.
That is not Paul Heyman's favor.
Okay, there's video of him and Paul Heyman talking in the background of SmackDown. Like I said,
then Paul has to come out and say it. I don't think they're going to use this as his favor because I don't understand how that works. But okay, I mean,
I don't know how that works.
If that was the case, then why can't Paul get Braun Breaker a world title shot? Like, why wouldn't he get his own clients a world title? Like,
because we got to take care of Seth Rollins first.
Touche. Okay.
I guess Danhausen cursed Stephen A. Smith again.
Hey, Danhausen. Look at me. Look at me. Hear the words that are. Don't ever utter the words Knicks again. Period. Like, you curse Stephen A., but don't say the word Knicks, New York, Giants, Jets, Rangers, like Islanders, like none of those things. Yeah. Yankees. You could say the Mets if you want. Like, you could just don't say New York Mets.
That's
But
fine.
just don't. Just
That's
don't.
fine.
Because did you hear it? We didn't talk about this last week, did we? Where there's a fan who paid for a cameo for him to uncurse the Knicks, and that's why
Really?
that's why we won. That's why we started winning games again. Because we were 0-2 after he cursed Stephen A. and the Knicks, and somebody paid him. I saw it on that. I saw it on Twitter, and
Damn it.
somebody paid him, and he said the Knicks are uncursed, but Stephen A. is still cursed. Yes.
Okay.
I need to buy a
I'm
shirt or
teetering
something.
on the Danhausen shirt. I gotta dial back I just spent a lot of money on Legos between the Star Wars and the Stranger Things sets. It was like kind of like I want to say like $1,200-$1,300 in Legos over the last like week and a half. A lot of money.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm probably never gonna buy any other WWE merchandise ever again in my life.
Ah,
They've literally lost me.
I'm that's kind of why I'm on the fence about the RKO shirt might be my last one. But
I'm
sticking with Danhausen.
yes,
He came out to the ring in his little mobile to give
yes.
freebies out to everybody.
He did. He's cut down the amount of T-shirts he's been giving out. By the way, like I feel like he only throws out like one or two every night. But like the first time he came out, he threw out like 20 of them joints, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Nah,
you threw
too
at one
much."
guy, and they were like, "Yo."
They're selling
Uh,
out so fast. He don't have any to throw out.
right. Then Miz and Kit Wilson come out, still covered in whatever dust that got blown up in their faces, and they had a little back and forth where the Miz relented and said that he would mentor him, and then Kit Wilson was begging him not to, and read another poem, and it's back and forth and back and forth, and of course, right as Kit Wilson was about to get cursed, the Miz gave him the skull crushing finale.
Yeah.
And that was it. They lured him into the trap and they sprung it on him.
Danhausen. I'm a fanhausen.
I'm hoping.
But how could you be so dumb? Like
He was
this is
he loves the Miz so much
so much.
that he just wanted to be mentored by the two-time Grand Slam champion. Is he the only two-time Grand Slam champion?
Why would he not be? He is
Right.
he is the Miz. He's the Miz and he's awesome. Yes, he is the only two-time Grand Slam champion.
Okay.
The only.
Kenny, look, I agree too. Kenny, I just that's why I didn't wear it again tonight. Kenny's wants the RKO shirt, but can't wears it without thinking about McAfee Mania.
Man, people still think about. I've already forgot. I'm so glad I'm old because I've already that happened 10 years ago in my mind.
I'm more on your line of thinking where I really just don't want to after the week that we just had. I don't want to give them any more of my monies. I don't want to go see a live show as much as I love the live shows. If I'm given tickets, cool.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna have any live shows here because they stopped doing the live shows. Like we used to get one a year, and they haven't done one in the last.
We probably won't get one the rest of this year here, maybe. And
you
would
guys
figure,
would get Raw, SmackDown though. Like we don't
right?
get.
Well, that's what I
We
mean.
don't
Is
get that.
you would figure that for the country's 250th birthday, we could get something over the summertime. You know, we got a lot going on here in Philly. We got the All-Star game. We got the Home Run Derby. We got some other fun stuff going on. We got soccer coming. All kinds of stuff for the 250th birthday of our great country.
I mean, they might. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't, but they might.
Well, yeah, but you're a hater.
I am a hater.
That's okay. So then we get Royce Keys. Royce Keys comes out for a single match, and he gets matched up with Angel of Los Garza.
Because last week he fought Birdo.
So why not bookend it, right?
Yeah, just have to.
I think this was maybe a minute. It may have lasted a minute.
You want to talk about a way to not get a guy over? Give him the music that he has that has no pop, no nothing. It has nothing of note. give him Angel Umberto in his first matches, and make his his finishing move, the Spine Buster. Like, you want to make somebody not get over,
Yep.
you do those three things, and I mean, he won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but so did a lot of other people who probably got fired within the next year of them winning the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Like, it just
That's a curse.
poor,
That's a
poor
curse.
Royce Keys.
Yeah, he's his best. Well, he had a better moment coming up, right? That's this week where him and Jacob had a talk. Is this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Bro, Kenny, yes. Let's stop with the vignettes of him walking through the streets of Compton or Long Beach, wherever. Like, bro, cool. You grew up in the hood. Great. So did a billion other people. Like, that can't be your whole story, bro. Like, it just can't. It just can't. Like, please. That's not egregious. Like, yeah. Like,
no,
bro.
I agree. I agree.
One week, the first week, like, hey man, this is me. But like every week, he's walking through the hood, giving people pounds, and it's like, great, thanks, man. like, what are we doing? What are we doing? But him and Jacob, like, apparently they have a history. In MLW, I think it is, or whatever.
Yeah, I think. But so we get a backstage video package on Blake Monroe, who should be debuting soon.
Bless her. She gonna save the the women's mid card on SmackDown.
And then we get our queen, who has just revealed to everyone that she just went underwent a heart procedure. Chelsea Green, best wishes to Chelsea Green. She's been dealing with this issue for 10 years, where her heart rate hits 228 beats per minute. I had no idea, and she's been wrestling with that. Like,
I mean, when I see Chelsea Green, my heart rate is that high too. I mean, but
yeah.
I digress.
But she had, let me see if I can pronounce this, super ventricular tachycardia. I was close. SVT.
That was a great. Yeah, you should have led with that.
Google it.
Bless Chelsea. Like, seriously, bless Chelsea. I did see that post. I had no idea what it meant. I had
no clue. But bless her soul for wrestling with that. Like, that's crazy. But she had a backstage segment with Tiffany Stratton, with Julia and Kiana James.
Yes.
And Tiffany Stratton offered the rematch to Kiana James, or offered a match to Kiana, not to Julia. More friction. Yay. And Chelsea was just kind of trying to recruit Tiffany. She's losing all her friends. She wants friends. Be her friend, Tiffany. You guys could do amazing work together.
I was about to say, Chelsea could be the best thing that ever happened to Tiffany. Like, Chelsea Green could really be the best thing that happened to Tiffany until Piper comes back and just obliterates her. But I like this Kiana thing. Like, I'm a Kiana James. I've come around to her. I think she has the look. I think she has the moveset. I think she has all of it. She needs a better theme. And probably a better package, like that coming out with the purse and the skirt. Like, maybe let's switch that up. But I like her and Tiffany though. I think they're gonna have a really good match because they're both bigger. They're both more physical.
Yeah.
They're both really athletic. Like, they're really athletic, and they could do some cool things in the ring, I think.
So the next segment has been panned online so much. And I got to tell you, I'm all in and I love it. I love it. I almost forgot about this segment. I was going to start this show off with a black shirt and black over my face. Not, cover my face. A black.
Thanks
cover.
for clearing that up. Yeah.
You're welcome. I don't need to ruin a happy friendship right now. The gingerbread man costume was in the middle of the ring.
I hate myself because I missed that whole segment. I didn't catch it. I did not catch it until afterwards because my
Oh,
kids way more important than watching wrestling. They wanted
sure.
dad to come play some board games for a few seconds.
Oh, I loved board game
Um,
night with my kids.
and I came back and I saw the Trick backstage segment, which is the greatest backstage segment I think I've ever seen in my life. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, because I want to get to that too. But he got booed. Cody. First, Sammy had an interaction with Cody backstage, and Cody just basically shit on him. Like Cody got no time for Sami Zayn anymore.
Sammy's gonna beat that ass. But go ahead.
And Sammy brought the costume to the ring, and he gave this impassioned promo, and then just let out all this frustration on the gingerbread man costume and beat it to a bloody pulp.
What did the gingerbread man do to you, Sammy?
The gingerbread
where
man,
did he hurt you? Where did he?
What does the gingerbread man have to do with Sammy other than the fact that he's a ginger? because the gingerbread is brown. Sammy is a ginger red, but I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we're here.
I'm offended, Sami Zayn. How dare you? The gingerbread man did nothing to you. He represented something that was much bigger than you, Sami Zayn.
Yep.
And you're gonna get what's coming to you. You are gonna get what's coming to you. R.I.P. to the gingerbread man.
This recap says that it was designed to create heat for Sammy, but fell flat in its execution. I wholly disagree with that in every way. Maybe to the crowd, it fell a little flat.
I think the in-ring part of it, it just didn't. I think if somebody was in the costume and he just beat him up, I think that would have been a little bit better. But he's ripping the arms off.
This was some Vince McMahon booking right here. This was Vince
he ripped
McMahon.
The nose off.
He ripped, and then Trick came down and made the save.
Yes.
And then Trick threw the X up. Trick threw the
like he was gonna cry. Trick
threw the X up because there was a real life injury in the ring. Trick was devastated that the gingerbread medical came down. Referees came down. Like they had a whole thing.
You can't convince me that that's bad. I don't care who you are. That's hilarious.
He threw the X sign up. Like
the way he did it too was like he just lost his best. Like, come on, guys, come help him. He needs help.
You know, Road Dogg sitting at home going, "Son of a bitch,
son of a bitch." Yes, yes. Oh man, so that's great.
It was great, and it gets better. But first, we have to have a women's match. Okay, we have to have Paige and Brie Bella, your tag team women's champions for the moment, versus Lash Legend and Nia Jax.
All right, moving on to the next match.
And Paige and Brie Bella won.
They did. That was a match that happened. Paige and Brie Bella in no world should ever beat Lash and Nia.
No, there should not.
I digress. It was not a well executed match.
But after the match, WWE showed a RIP graphic for the gingerbread man. And Joe Tessitore, who I am not the biggest fan of, played this perfectly. Wade Barrett just looked confused when he was talking about this, the way he was talking about it. And the backstage segment was so great because they were outside the medical room and Kathy Kelly, the gorgeous Kathy Kelly, talking to Trick Williams, who dropped low key one of the best lines he ever dropped. When I want that ass, I'm going to get that ass. Just ask the legend. snuck
Trick's
it
gonna
in.
get that ass.
He snuck it in.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
Like, and he said it so quick. And he moved right on. He didn't let it linger. He said it and moved
Nope.
on really fast.
The fact that Kathy Kelly kept it together, I'm proud of her because that was hilarious.
And the medical doctor came out with his mask, and he just stood there and he just shook his head. The gingerbread man didn't make it. They tried everything they could.
I mean, Trick should have squeezed him to death like Kingpin did that doctor.
Sometimes it takes me a little to get into something. I was immediately all in. From the moment Trick got to the ring with this, I was like, this, yes. Like, Sammy beating it up was kind of weird at first. And it's like, yeah. But they really went so over the top with it that it works.
Bro, there was a segment where Val Venus got taken over by the Japanese Yakuza, and they were going to chop his manhood off on live TV. And that was during the Attitude Era, the best era of wrestling, as they call it. Like, let's stop this. Like, oh, this was terrible. This is like, come on, man. This was great. Like, because you have two people who are just really good at their job. They're really good. They're both, like Sammy, you call him what you want. You could call him vanilla. You could call him, they're people who really don't think Sammy has it. I totally disagree. I just think he plays any role that they tell him to play to a T, and he's doing that now. And then Trick's just a star. Like exactly. Sammy at Backlash, I'm gonna whip that Trick. Like
my
you
friend
can't write that way.
My friends call him Sammy Hogan, and they despise him. And I think
it.
He just does everything that they're asking him to do, like you said, and he's giving it his all. He's not half-assing it. He's not just kind of running through the matches, like running through the motions. Like, he's all in.
I mean, he should be wanted for murder, yes.
We don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have... So there is a Gingerbread Man funeral this Friday night on SmackDown. Please, everybody, make sure you tune in and pay your respects to the Gingerbread Man. I will be doing nothing Friday night, but joining the rest of the IWC that I now acknowledge, and
I'll be in all black on Friday in memorial of the Gingerbread Man. You didn't deserve this. Like, he did nothing to Sammy. Like, he did nothing.
And going to the main event seems almost pointless right now because of what happened to the Gingerbread Man, but the show had to go on, and we had to have an event. And we did. Mm-hmm. We had the Usos versus the MFT.
That was Solo and Tama. Tala and Solo. I do remember.
Okay, look at Kenny's going to stock up on ginger ale and ginger snaps for the proceeds. That is some next level stuff. Now, if they have ginger snaps on SmackDown Friday night, I'm telling you, there's some shit going on. There's some funky stuff going on in the air.
I mean, this is great. I mean, a way for them to get another sponsorship, but I digress.
There's still room on the ring. There's still room on the ring.
For sure. So much room.
Put a gingerbread snap right there in the top right corner. Mm-hmm. This was, this was a match.
Wasn't a bad match. Wasn't a particularly great match. It is a match that happened to get us to the end.
It did. And the end was the Samoan werewolf coming out.
Yes.
And he just
beat
up
yes. Yes. Correct. Yes.
He didn't touch the Usos. He didn't go after the Usos. But he went after the Paul Tongan. And
they were running him out.
Maybe he ran him out too.
All right. We talked about SmackDown. I have like a generational rant.
Go. Because I don't have a list
weekend.
like this.
No. I thought about doing a list of the greatest New Day moments because Saturday morning I woke up and I was having a good morning. I was having a great morning on my computer, just joshing around. And I see this news that the New Day has been released. I said, what the? No way. No way. New Day come to terms with the WWE and they're going to mutually part ways. That makes absolutely no sense. And I was sad. Like the entire day of Saturday, I want to say I went down a New Day rabbit hole and I listened to the New Day podcast, which is some of the funniest stuff you will ever hear in your life. Like listening to those three men bicker and just act like brothers, just who couldn't agree on anything, would just laugh and just be funny. And when the Usos were on, it was hilarious. Like they had a great. I remember driving to work listening to their podcast faithfully when they did it before Big E got injured. Loved the New Day podcast. I watching all these old videos, and it hurt. Right, it hurt for so many. Watching Kofi Mania, I watched that finish like at least 20 times on Saturday.
Yeah.
It sucked, and
It
then more news came out, and I
okay.
got even. I went from being sad to me being angry because I work as an independent contractor, as they say. And it's cool, right? You hold none of the cards, right? They want you to work for them. They want you to give your everything to your job, right? To make them successful, to make them money. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the American way, as I like to say. I say that all the time, and people think I'm joking, but it's true, right? We're a capitalist society. We are working to make somebody rich, and that's okay. But at the same time, you can't, you cannot. If my job, which is I have a wonderful job, I get paid a nice amount of money. If they it and I work some really good hours, right? That affords me the ability to do things like this and not be tired and not be stressed. Um, but if they came to me and was like, "Hey, we know we gave you this contract and we told you we're gonna pay this amount of money. We're not losing money, but like in order for us to like get to the next level or however you want to word it, we're gonna have to restructure your contract." No. Like I don't care how good of a like the WWE is a great place to be if you want to be a professional wrestler. It is the pinnacle of it is what people dreamed of growing up, especially people now because this is pretty much all they've known their life. Like Javon Evans didn't watch Monday Nitro as a kid, right? Because he's too young. Like he was
Right.
born during the Monday Night Wars, but he
Yep.
wasn't old enough to be part of the Monday Night Wars, right? So they grew up in WWE is all they've known, unless they may have watched TNA. And AEW is brand new, so they just getting into AEW. So they didn't grow up wanting to be an AEW wrestler. They grew up wanting to be a WWE. They wanted to be on WrestleMania. They wanted to be the granddaddy of them all. And to come and say, like, I don't care if it's 10%, I don't care if it's 5%, but 50-50, like, there's no way. There
Mm-mm.
is absolutely no fucking way that they went to the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, and said, we want to cut your salary in half. Now, mind you, they don't even pay for these wrestlers' travel. They don't pay for their lodging. They don't pay for their gear. So
Nope.
you want me to take less money and still have to pay all of the? Are you out of your effing mind? Like you are crazy. Now, granted, you can bet on yourself and you can lose. Ask Dennis Schroeder. You could bet on yourself and lose, right? You can say, you know what, we're gonna take our ball and you can go somewhere else and just not do well. You're probably not gonna make that same money somewhere else. But you could also bet on yourself and win, like a la Drew McIntyre, a la
Yep.
Zack Ryder, a la Cody Rhodes, right? They might not. They didn't make. the same amount of money on the indies that they did in WWE, but they did what they loved. Kofi Kofi could retire right now and he's good. Xavier Woods has a business mind. He has a gaming mind, like the up down down channel. Like he's been preparing for this. So
Yep.
this is not brand new to him. Um what they're gonna do with that, I don't know. Like
So
because I've heard that WWE owns that, but I don't think that's true.
I, as far as I, and this was one of the things I looked into. Kofi owns his name because it's his name.
Yes. Well, that's not
Xavier
his real
Woods
name.
doesn't have Xavier Woods, but he has Austin, is obviously his name. But there's a rumor going around. There's two rumors going around right now that, again, I see the headlines and I kind of gloss past it. The New Day one is that they might bring him back. They might offer to bring Xavier back for the video game angle of stuff. If I was him, I would say no. I would say no. Like, unless, like, where where do the wrestlers go from here? Like you've put yourself now in a position, right, as a company where you're renegotiating these contracts of these wrestlers that you said are worth this much money. This is what we gave you. Now you're telling me I'm not worth that much money. I'm only worth this much money because I'm not on TV a lot. You, I don't.
That's not one. That's not their fault. Like
No,
because
not at all.
that's my next rant. But no, the New Day did not own the New Day name. I'm surprised Kofi Kingston owns the Kofi Kingston name. That is not his real name.
He owns the
That is,
Kofi part, I believe.
well,
'Cause
yeah, Kofi is his first name. Yes,
right.
yeah. So he can do like Cody because Cody was only Cody on the Indies. He
Yeah,
didn't
so
wrestle as Cody Rhodes. He could not wrestle as Cody Rhodes.
the
Um,
WWE owns the New Day, Xavier Woods, and Kingston.
mhm. Um, so yeah, they wouldn't go on. I mean, they could change their name to anything
Sure.
as long as they show up somewhere. They're gonna get themselves over because they're beloved. Which brings me to you want to talk about a generational fumble, right? So Kofi Kingston, Kofi Mania, we end that with the 8 second Brock Lesnar F5.
Yep.
Cool. I got over that, right? Like I really did. It hurt, it stung, but the business is the business. It was the first Friday night SmackDown on Fox. We have to make a big splash. And how does Vince know how to make a big splash? Throw Brock Lesnar at it, right? No
Sure.
matter what the situation is. We got 50 wrestlers injured. Oh, Brock Lesnar, come on back. Like you'll save us. Right. Let's get Brock Roman 15. Um, and that's what they did, right? Got over that. Then we have what was going to be a generational heel turn of one of the New Day members when we had that backstage segment where they just ran each other down. And the crowd was so into that because Kofi and Xavier were brothers. Like the New Day was more than just a gimmick. Right? There's a reason why people cried when Kofi won the championship because they what they represented, especially for the black, for the African American community, for the African community, because Kofi is Nigerian. I think he is from an African country. I want to say Nigeria. That could be wrong, and Kofi don't beat me up for that. But he is the first African-born WWE champion, right? Like they represent so much more than just wrestling to me, right? As a black person, right? They brought so much joy through silliness, right? It wasn't a crime time gimmick. They weren't thugs. They weren't the gangsters like of ECW. Like they were just having fun. They took a shit gimmick and turned it into the one of the greatest factions. I won't call them the greatest faction because there are factions that I hold above the New Day. But they took terribleness and turned it into so much joy for so many people. They had a fucking Bootios box on WrestleMania. They came out dressed as Saiyans. Like you do, like it was like they have moments. Like they were on a pre-show with the Usos. They won two WrestleMania pre-shows in a row, and I remember just like how the like, and they would tear it down. People would be coming. They went San Francisco one WrestleMania, and they were doing a pre-show, and it was just like they just cooking in the ring. And I was just like, how the fuck? It was for the tag team championship as well.
Yeah.
It was like, how you got these guys on a pre-show, right? This is crazy.
There was the time he lost his accent in the ring.
That too. Like they were just like, they meant so much to a lot of people. And then they had that blow up. And then they went and turned on Big E, which should have catapulted them into a whole different stratosphere. They were getting such heat. What did the WWE do with that heat? They took them off TV. They started having them come out during commercial breaks. And then they just disappeared. And then they added Grayson Waller to it. No knock on Grayson Waller. I don't want to just throw shade on Grayson. It's not his fault, right?
No.
He's just doing what he's supposed to do. But it was a stupid look. They made them look stupid. They devalued them to the point, why even give them a new contract if you're just going to end up lowballing them? Not Endeavor's fault. TKO, like maybe that contract was during Endeavor time. I don't remember the timeline of when TKO actually bought it. But it doesn't even fucking matter. Like this is such a bad look, because then of course the stories come out that they asked of several wrestlers to take a 50% pay cut or a 25% pay cut, and some people did, some people didn't. Or we don't know who did or didn't, right? I don't even know if that story is true. But it's just a bad look, right? And I did a lot of soul searching, because if it's one thing that I hate is the big corporation playing the big bullies and just abusing the people who work for them. That's some bullshit. And the New Day might be the tipping point. Because if Kofi wasn't safe, like granted, Xavier has so many business ventures out there that he is very profitable for the company. He brings a lot of profit to the company. If he's not safe and he's one of their most profitable assets, and then Kofi is one of the most tenured people in the business, in the company, nobody is safe. LA Knight, don't ever answer your phone. Don't come out. Don't come outside. Because they're good. Like I'm 99% sure at some point they've already talked to him about restructuring his deal.
I wouldn't be shocked if he was one of the people that took the restructure at this point. If that stuff is true. Do you think the days of the lifer are gone? Like I like coming forward, like you have the Randy Orton and the Cody Rhodes and you have the like the top of the card, Roman Reigns. There's no. Do you think
it's over?
Still going to be lifers?
No, because this is the reason why there were WWE lifers to begin with, was because of Vince McMahon.
Yep.
Right. Like Vince McMahon had people that he cared about, that he made sure that they were always taken care of, whether they were on TV or not. Those are WWE lifers. The Undertaker, he was going to take care of. The Undertaker could barely walk the last few years he wrestled, but he had one WrestleMania match to keep the streak or to keep the Undertaker challenge, whatever they wanted to call it. Mm-hmm. Like Vince made people lifers. And speaking of lifers, RIP to Ted Turner. Like I heard he passed away today. But no, like this is truly become a business. It's always been a business, but it was a family-owned business.
Right. Now it's in your face as a business, where before it wasn't. And it you know, I saw something, I read something about the Vince McMahon thing, and you know, look, he did some awful things. And
I'm not caping for Vince McMahon, but that's the reason why it was a light, because he had people.
He did, and it sucks because those awful things led to the sale to this company, which led to the formation of this company, which led us to where we're at now.
I don't think. I honestly, okay. But two things could be true. It does. Like,
and I'm also not propping Vince up to be this great thing. But like you said, yes, he treated as a family, right?
No. No, I that's not
Some
what I said.
people,
Yeah,
some people.
like it was a family run business to where
Yeah,
people were like he was invested in certain people, like for some reason, but even the people he liked, like he liked our truth, but he still fired our truth. Like he still like he would still like if you weren't profitable,
right.
he get capped, but he'll bring you back. Like he brought Scott Hall back when he
Yep.
probably shouldn't have brought Scott Hall back. Like, but that was his thing, right? That was his thing. He had people that whether you can make money or not, sometimes he did take care of you. But whether he sold the company or not, at some point he was gonna go. Like
Sure.
that's just the fact of life.
So
And it,
now when these wrestlers go to negotiate contracts, though, you're not going to see these. You're going to negotiate a contract, but how do you know now in another year if creative isn't if you're not taking it? So it's kind of twofold, and I'm not blaming the New Day for this because they're not.
yeah, no,
They've taken it. They took advantage of every moment they were given. Now there's other wrestlers that aren't taking advantage of every moment they're given that are getting these high salaries. When you come in and negotiate next time, and you negotiate a big contract, and then creative doesn't give you don't you know what I mean? Like creative brings you down. Now
I
they're going
don't.
to come to you to renegotiate because you're not on TV all the time. Are you trying to trim the roster to just give me 20 people that are just going to rotate on TV all the time? Well, now that's boring. I don't
I
want to
don't know
work.
if that. I don't know if that's necessarily what happened here. Like I really would like. I think that they gave the New Day because I don't think everybody's gonna get the contract that Kofi Kingston gets, and rightfully so. Right. Kofi Kingston, like you said, he was a lifer. I
Sure.
don't think that LA Knight, even LA Knight, right? He sells a ton of merch, he does all of this other stuff, but he's brand new there. He's been there less than 5 years. Like LA Knight hasn't been, he's not a WWE guy. So I don't think he comes in and he could come in and be like, hey, I want the same salary that this other, CM Punk is totally different. He's an anomaly, right? He's the top 2% of the business right now.
Right.
Um, it's just a dangerous precedent because even if you do go to the negotiating table, who's to say, even if they write you well, right? Who's to say the next year they're like, hey, this is not advantageous for us.
Right.
So now we want to restructure. Now everybody can't afford to not restructure,
Sure.
right? Like oh well, a wrestler took 50% pay cut. Oh, shame on him. No, you still got your family to feed. Like
Right.
I would never say like if, but you have to understand like you could either bet on yourself because there is other money out there to be made, or you can take whatever they're going to give you. And I think that's wrong. Like there's nothing right about that, but then again, there's nothing right about a lot of things that we do in the vein of doing business. So like I'm
It's
anti big business, as they say.
it sucks, and I don't want to spend any of my money on them anymore. I don't feel I don't want to feed into that big machine. I had a great time going to WrestleMania. I've enjoyed buying shirts. I love doing this, but we're doing is just giving them free ideas, it seems.
I'll be totally honest, man. Like every part of me was like, I don't even want to watch this anymore. Like every part because
No, I
it
understand.
it takes it just takes a lot away from it, right? If it's just a big business and you're just doing this for like and it's always been about money. Like
Sure.
that's the key to life, right?
Of
That's the
course.
that's the key to any business is to make money. But man, this is so egregious. It's crazy to me. Um, and it's gonna continue to happen. Like and it probably won't get reported as much. But it's gonna continue to happen. Like this is a dangerous president.
Yep.
And once again, I've said this for the last month or so. Uh, since right before us, AEW has a unique opportunity to do something special this year. this is a crazy year for wrestling, whether it be wrestling games, because WWE 26 has been an abomination. The product has like everything they've done on every single front of WWE has been like this money grab to where Tony Khan can really like do a grassroots like just surge to get people into AEW and away from WWE. There are a few things that he can do, and I'm not saying to go out and pay the New Day $5 billion to come and try to save the company or try to be the reason. But man, there's a few things they can do to really, 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 really close the gap. Like, and they need
So
to be thinking about that because
the New
there is
Day are free agents as of July 31st. That's one day before SummerSlam.
where did you hear that at?
That they apparently have a 90-day non-compete clause, which makes
Even
sense.
even if
Even
they
though they left.
are
Yep. Yep. And
so even though you don't honor my contract,
correct.
there's touche.
You
I've
have
heard those contracts are terrible. So okay,
right. Now, if they have a non-compete clause, it would last from when they left to just about July 31st, which is a day before SummerSlam. The matches that they could have if they went to AEW would be off the charts with the tag teams that AEW has over there.
mm-hmm.
They could also go to TNA and have great matches there too. Like there's multiple places they can go. You know, I it sucks.
It
And
does.
I'm
I'll be totally honest. I would. There are a lot of people who want to see them go to AEW. I'll be. I don't want them.
I
I don't
don't
want them to go
I
to
see. Yeah,
AEW.
I don't know how that would work because like it's like well you go over there and you're gonna have a great strong month and then you kind of get pushed to the back for other people. Now I don't know if they would get pushed to the back for other people, but you know that you don't necessarily have to just jump to AEW before going anywhere. There's multiple places you can go now.
Well, this is true. I think Kofi might just retire. Like
He
I'll
could,
be like
yeah.
he's older. He's had a great run. I think he might. I think he might retire. Xavier Woods, on the other hand, I don't know if he retires, but he doesn't have to wrestle. Like I don't think he has to wrestle to make the same money he's making wrestling. Like I think he's built something so unique to where he could actually stream and do all of these things that he's been doing and do it bring back the party. If you know, you know. And they could have a great run. He could have a great run. Um and just not tear his body up anymore.
Yeah.
Like I
I mean, he made some incredibly smart
yes,
wrestling decisions.
correct. To set himself up for the
Yep.
time he couldn't wrestle anymore. And what I would really like one more time, if Kofi says, I want him to, I do want them to sign somewhere. I want to see those three together. I don't want to see them in the Hall of Fame together. I want to see Biggie, Kofi, and Xavier. They don't have to because we know Biggie can't wrestle, but I would just love to see those three together and just cut just a generational promo and thank and just have their moment together, one last moment together. Not at the WWE Hall of Fame. Fuck the WWE Hall of Fame at this point. Like literally, it, man, I'm disappointed. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because.
Yeah, I get it.
But the show must go on. We will talk about Monday night. Like I'm off my soapbox.
That's all right. That's all right.
Monday night
You said
was
everything right. Monday night.
Monday night was
Monday night
Monday
I did
night.
not watch. I saw clips.
Mm-hmm.
I saw clips. I had hockey. Like I said, I had a hockey game Friday night, Sunday morning, Monday night, Tuesday night. And on
That's a lot.
the sixth day, Frank said, "I will rest," because that's what I
Touche.
need. We had a moment at the beginning of Raw, though.
It was, and I thought this was a great moment. Right, Roman gets out of the truck. Roman's walking to the ring, and Adam Pearce is just being Adam Pearce and like just stalking him and just yelling at him something. And there's like, what do you want? And then out of nowhere, Seth Rollins appears. And I said, damn, I missed that. I mean, like Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns
Yep.
truly could go out and they could go out and main event any pay-per-view. They've had matches, but they haven't had so many matches that we're not on Seth Roman 25 like we were on Brock Roman, right? Adam Pearce every Monday night is a night for Adam Pearce. I swear he's gonna have a coronary on camera. But the Seth, the just that moment was like, oh shit, I forgot about y'all two. Y'all two really could. Yeah, they got chemistry.
Yep. And it was just a quick moment. It wasn't even a long moment, and that quick moment could set up stuff to feed families down the line.
It could. He said a line that is very true. Roman said the same thing to Cody. Hey, Roman, you're in my way. On so many levels. Roman's always in Seth's way. And I put that in the Roman is always in Seth's way. Always. He's all like Braun said, you always been number 2. Roman's always been number 1. Like Roman's always been the guy, even in the Shield. Yeah, that was a great segment. Seth walks to the ring, music hits, all black. And then he got murdered.
Yeah. He did. Braun Breaker came out and just committed crimes.
Yes. Seth's such a great seller too. Like Seth sells, he sells like you just really did kill him. Like the spear, when he sells that spear, I feel bad because it really looks like he is genuinely hurt. He might be because Braun
is
pretty damn fast. Like Braun hit them ropes and he cut him in half. And Braun was about to leave. I said, nah, I'm not done. Then what does the crowd say? What does the rabbit ass crowd say? One more time. One more. Like, damn, dude, he's dead. Like, you want to pick him up and just kill him again? More. Man, I loved it. That was a great first segment. I thought it was great.
I watched it on the replay, and I have to agree, it was great. He didn't have to say it. He didn't have to say anything.
It's like they are gonna have. This is a very quick build because Braun just came back for WrestleMania, and of course we got a PLE 2 weeks later, which is insane. But very quick build, but you didn't need much because there's a lot of history there.
There is, and this doesn't have to be the last match between them. This could just be one more peg in the board for them.
For sure, but Braun definitely needs to get a haircut and trim that beard.
Yeah, Braun with hair looks weird.
Yeah, he's looking like
he doesn't look as good as like I would with a mullet, but man, I miss my mullet.
But I'm ready for this match. This is good. This is gonna cook.
Yes, it is. And then we had a little backstage segment. We had a little Judgment Day. Liv Morgan upset that Finn was in the clubhouse, putting it to Roxanne.
Liv Morgan had on some had to been 10-inch heels because she was towering over Roxanne. Like she was towering over. I was like, Liv, wait a minute. She's that tall.
5'3", and when she stood next to Dom, who's 6'1", she was the same size as him.
Yes, her and Raquel were looking eye to eye. She had on, and I do understand why they did that. Kind of give that dynamic of she's the mom and Roxanne is like the little sister or the daughter. I love the dressing down of Roxanne. Like, hey, like don't do that because you know, like do what mommy tells you. Because if you don't, I'm gonna pop your hand or whatever the case may be. And I like this because that match is gonna cook.
Yep, it is.
But
It feels like
whose
Raquel
side is
kind of got
Raquel? Yeah.
yeah, it feels like Raquel kind of got pushed to the side a little bit in this. Like she was
For
right there on her way to like winning the belt. Now all of a sudden it's like you go win the tag belts and I'm gonna keep this and stir this over here.
I could see how one would see that, but I have a feeling that we're gonna come back to that pretty soon.
I hope so.
We're gonna come back to that pretty soon, and we might have a different outlook because I
Okay.
think that they're setting up a nice little story that might involve all three of them, where they all three might do like a triple threat down the road. I feel like
I think that would be fire.
because Raquel's only going to play the background so long, and if they write her to keep playing the background, then they're stupid.
Yep,
Because
I agree.
she, yeah, they haven't got a lot right on the writing of these shows, and her not going back after the title has just been kind of a miss.
Yeah, it's kind of questionable. Like why? Like just why? But we got a match, right?
We did.
We got
We got
the Prince versus the Head.
the massive fucking head of JD. This wasn't their best match, right? I feel like there were a lot of miscues in this match. It was very odd because these two guys are two of the best wrestlers on Raw.
And they have great chemistry normally.
They did. It was a beat off. Like something was off in this match, but the finish was incredible. Because to prove her loyalty to the Judgment Day, at some point, Liv got the hammer. Liv throws the hammer to Roxanne, or throws the hammer somewhere, and Roxanne gets the hammer. She clobbers Finn. And then JD, I guess he has a new finishing move, the massive headbutt. He hit him with that headbutt. That's a great finishing move for JD. I think he should use that going forward. The massive headbutt. And
I would
he
love
put
if they
Finn
made
down.
JD with
Yes,
massive headbutt. Like it works.
it works because he has a
They start
giant
calling
head.
it the massive headbutt. I'm suing someone. Copyright.
I mean, this is live. This is time stamped as well.
Yep.
And we know they watch. But yeah, he hit him with the headbutt. He gets the win. Big win for JD. And like he it was the right call. That was the right call to kind of get us. I don't know where we're going. I don't know what's the end state of this.
Me either.
Finn becoming the mega campion. I don't know.
Maybe.
But like this has to lead to something. And I'm just trying to figure out like SummerSlam. We do another Finn Dom match. I don't know. I don't know where this is going. But getting to see Finn back with the old theme, right call. Like it was the right time. It was the right call. JD needs a new theme though. Like JD needs.
Yeah, he does. So then we get a quick little backstage segment with Paul Heyman actually with his Vision Boys for a change. Austin Theory, you're gonna fight Joe Hendry tonight.
Very weird segment. The energy in the backstage, the very bro like. They like a frat house. Like
Yeah.
and I think Michael Cole said that. Like Braun's energy was just it was a little too giddy for me. Like Braun, be a killer. Don't be an alpha bro. Like that's what I do. Let Logan be the alpha bro and let Austin Theory just be creepy.
Right.
But
he does creepy well.
Yes.
While he's in the background still trying to work on Maxine.
Just for Austin Theory, just so you know, don't ever say you're gonna be the pressure on another man. Like just don't. Like it just don't sound like it don't come out the way you think it's coming out. Like how you want it to sound, ain't the way it sounding to don't. I'm gonna bring the pressure to Joe Henry. I don't know. I just took that was an AO moment for me, but I digress.
Mm. So did we get another Intercontinental Championship match? Right? No, it was a tag team match.
Yes,
that you called last week.
Yes, that I did not want to see.
Penta and Javon versus All Ego, Ethan Page and Rusev, and Matt just comes barreling into the chat.
Orange and blue
out
skies.
And down the mix.
Orange and blue skies. It's okay.
They're losing, aren't they? I think they are.
Probably.
That's all right. A lot of game left. Yeah, they're losing by 1. 62-61 at halftime. Go Sixers.
I respect that.
So we had a match, right?
We did. Tag team match. This is a good match. Like All Ego Ethan Page, I think has the potential to be a superstar, but I don't think he will be a superstar. He has a lot of I feel like he will be a mid-card guy. I think he'll be a mainstay for the Intercontinental title, but I don't think he'll ever be a main eventer. He kind of reminds me a lot of LA Knight. Like he reminds me a lot of LA Knight, and just I think he's great. I think he has he's a traditional heel, but we don't have they don't really have those anymore. Just the smarmy, he's like MJF light. Like he don't have that heat that MJF has, but he's like such a dick
Better
that
than
people
Ricky
just
Saint?
hate him. Maybe.
Better at the moment than Ricky Saints?
No, I don't think so. Okay. Like he had a win, yeah, that's cool, but I think Ricky Saint's ceiling is a lot higher than Ego.
Gotcha. So yeah. And I did not watch this next segment, but I'm sure you know Sol Ruka came to sign with Raw.
She did. They didn't do it on a commercial break. I was a little upset with that.
They did it on commercial break?
No, they did not.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm still butthurt that they did that to Javon Evans. But go ahead. Sol Ruka came out to do a contract signing, and the man's music hit, and I was like, "Oh snap! This is about to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? Where are we going with this?" And Becky Lynch, she don't miss. But at the same time, Sol Ruka held her own. Like Sol Ruka had a really, 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 really good back and forth with Becky Lynch.
I like Sol Ruka. I like Sol Ruka a lot. Is this where Adam Pearce caught a stray? I think he caught a hook from Becky.
Yes, he definitely did catch like Becky went to sneak or sucker punch Sol, miss Sol, and hit Adam Pearce in the face, and her acting like she was like scared that he was gonna do something was pretty comical. Like it was just like it was an accident, but like oh my god, great. And then the ruination of a great moment was Sol slipping off of the middle rope and not hit. Like if she would have hit it clean, it would have just like taken the segment to a different level. But then of course, because she missed it and it was just an ugly looking soul snatcher, it kind of degraded the segment.
But she did it again. So when you watch the replay, she hits it fine.
No, she did not hit it fine. She did.
They edited it.
She did. Maybe they edited it.
Yeah.
Maybe they edited it, but it was Becky was too far. She was too far away, and it wasn't a clean one. But I mean, the Soul Snatcher is still cool. I just don't want them to overuse that move and that just be the end of every segment that she does is her hitting the Soul Snatcher, because then it just takes away from the explosivity of the move and it kind of takes away from the matches. And yes, for sure, she is, boy, bless her. Bless her.
We get a backstage segment with the Usos back on Raw, telling warning Jacob back on Raw, because he's there for the contract signing with Roman, because we get contract signing left and right tonight on Raw. That he needs to respect.
Toe that line, boy. Don't you get out of line, because that's the tribal chief. This is tribal chief, and I don't know what they're doing with the Usos. Like,
I can't tell.
This is a weird, like, they have them.
They have them like being errand boys for the tribal chief, but not officially under, like, he's not to be errand boys, but they're going out on their own to be like issuing warnings and stuff. Like,
and it's making them look weak as hell.
It's
not helping them.
No, I don't think that haircut helps Jay that much either, but that's a whole different story. And then we get a match. We get Joe Hendry singing another song, right?
Yes, he had another concert. He talked about firing Logan Paul again, and he just continues to not be good. Joe Hendry, Elias was so over.
Yep.
Elias was so entertaining. Elias got fired. I think we've ran this Joe Hendry thing. Like, they are gonna have to course correct this Joe. Stop doing these concerts. Have him do backstage segments.
What if they fire Joe Hendry and Bill Hendry, his brother, comes out?
Okay. As long as he don't do concerts.
Ezekiel came out and
as long as he don't do concerts, I don't find these entertaining at all.
No,
like
this
would not be funny.
No, not at all.
It'd be different if they were clever and funny. That's different, but they're just not.
No.
They're just not. Yeah. And I love sing-alongs. I love The Rock when Hollywood Rock used to do must see TV.
They were creative.
Yes, Elias was great.
So was Ezekiel, his twin brother.
I don't think he did concerts.
No, he didn't. He just made Kevin Owens' life miserable.
Yes. Bill Hendry, I'd watch that.
He just tortured Kevin Owens for like a month. It was awesome. It was great. Kevin Owens losing his shit on Ezekiel was just great television for the time that it ran.
It was.
So we had a Joe Hendry versus Austin Theory match. Logan Paul interferes, and then the buffed up Street Profits came out and made the save.
Yeah.
Only Braun Breaker came out to clean house. Seth Rollins came down to try and do some stuff. Braun Breaker just, nobody's getting
Killed him again.
Killed him again.
Yes. The Rock in Sacramento. Yes, that is probably the greatest one that he did in Sacramento.
Yep.
That is probably the one. I think that was like his last one. It might have been his first or second to last one that he did before he left again.
Even the ones against Cody weren't terrible. They weren't great, but they were better than the Joe Hendry ones.
Yeah, Joe. Even in TNA, his concerts, they're just not.
Yeah.
This
recap says, apparently the opening segment did such a poor job of informing the audience that Breaker is an unstoppable force that we needed to see it again. Yeah, actually, we do need to see it again. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, they had really good brawls outside, but the best way to finish the brawls with Seth selling the spear as if he got killed again.
Yeah.
Like, it's great.
Yeah. And then we get another match that they took right off of the island of Relevancy. Literally. Right at T spoke it, and it existed. The Obafemi Open Challenge. Oba versus Akira Tauza. Would have been hilarious.
I wanted to see that match. When Akira comes out there and he walks up to him, I wanted to see that.
To get him up into the fall from grace and to lift him up, he could have thrown him up 20 feet in the air. Like, that's just crazy, right?
Tozawa, a man of good judgment, said, "Nah, I don't think I need to do this." And he went and looked in Otis in the eye, and Otis said, "I got this, little brother. I got this. Go sit on the side." And Otis got in that ring, and for the 2 minutes that this match was, it was electric. It
Yeah.
was electric because one, Oba hit the ropes, hit Otis. Otis did not budge. Like Otis didn't move an inch. I was impressed. And Oba looked a little concerned, like, oh, maybe I bit off more than I could chew. And I was like, oh shit, they're about to have a really competitive match. Oh no,
Nope.
never mind.
Nope.
Because Otis hit the ropes. They bumped each other a few times, and then Oba hit that great corkscrew clothesline thing that he does.
Yeah.
I mean, and Otis sold that like he just got hit with a bullet from the 15th row, and then Obafemi picked him up and he tossed him across the ring with that like kind of power throw thing that he does, which was impressive. And Oba, a man of his wits, said, "Can I get him up?" Probably not the way I could get Brock Lesnar up, but he put him on that second rope and he hit him with a fall from grace. 1, 2, 3. That's once again how you make a star, not feed. I mean, granted, feeding Otis and Tozawa not that high on a card,
No, but
but
Otis,
just that feat of strength.
yes, Otis is a power lifter. I mean, he's not a weak dude.
He's not a small
He
dude.
can wrestle. He can actually move for a big man.
But that once again, that's how you got John Cena over, right? John Cena was FU in the Big Show, right? You want to put the guy and show his feat of strength. Kind of reminds me of Rick Boogs. Yeah, for some reason I saw him, but he was doing all these like powerlifting things, and that got him over, right? Picking up really big, heavy people and throwing them down. Because now I can see Oba doing the exact same thing to both of the Viking Raiders next week, or because he already beat both of them, and I don't think that was a real match, but I could see them coming out one by one and him just throwing them around, just showing his feats of strength. And then Tozawa's gonna break it.
Maxine Company.
Tozawa's gonna
with the knee. He's just gonna keep chopping him up the knee.
Oh shit! Boy, don't. No comment. No comment. It is like I picked.
This was where Maxine came out with Otis and Tozawa. But right before that, she was backstage talking to Austin Theory.
They look like I saw that because I usually don't catch when they have a little bit, but I saw that and they look like a married couple just like having a conversation. Like, man, you forgot to leave out the meatloaf. Like, I can't even make like it. Just looked awkward. It didn't look like part of it looked like he was trying to pick her up, like for a date. And then the other part of it looked like they were having a married people argument. And I was like, I don't know where they're going with this.
I don't know where they're going with it either.
None of this makes sense.
No. The next match was Los Americanos versus OG El Grande Americano with the Creed brothers.
No. It was Los Americanos versus La Hermanos Americanos.
La Hermanos Americanos?
That's what they called them. Los Hermanos Americanos.
I didn't watch this, but did the Creed brothers wear masks?
Yes, they did. And I hated every second of that because that's where I draw the line.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
And that mask versus mask match is coming up this month?
That is on the 30th of May. Yes.
Okay.
We only have a few more weeks of this.
Okay.
No, this is that is we got to end this. We got to end this. Now I love the Creed the creeds in Los Americanos, whatever they want to call themselves, four of the most talented wrestlers on the roster. So
Yeah,
the match is gonna match, right?
yeah.
But take the mask off the creeds, guys. Like six masks are too much.
That's a lot of masks.
It's a lot of masks.
Um, and then we move into the final segment, right? We move into the contract signing. Roman Reigns sitting at the head of the table to sign a contract with one Jacob Fatu.
I absolutely love this segment. Roman Reigns is the best thing that's happened to the WWE in the last 10, 15 years. I mean, since turning him heel, since him becoming the head of the table, he's one of one on the mic. But
Yep.
this was such a good promo. This was such a good back and forth because Roma was spitting facts, but at the same time, Jacob is just so Jacob. And Roman saying, you talking about feeding one fat. Like, I love that line. You talk about feeding one. I'm talking about feeding generations. It makes sense, but it also makes sense what Jacob is saying too, because Jacob feels a certain way because maybe he wasn't getting fed while bloodline was running rampant. I still was struggling. Right. So like apparently you weren't feeding the family good enough. So now I gotta do what I gotta do. What I love the speaking parts of it. I did not like the way it ended. like,
So
like I did.
who's the baby face in this segment? And
I
who's
am.
the heel in this segment?
Everybody is.
Heel? Or like
It depends on what town you're in, right? It depends on what town you're in.
okay.
I don't think Jacob is the heel. What I see from Jacob is just this desperation to like they're telling a very layered story simplistically.
Right.
That's not a word, but they're doing it very simply. Like they've made they've kind of paint by numbers. They've made it so everybody could understand it, but everybody doesn't understand it. So people are gonna boo
Correct.
Jacob for Tongan death gripping Roman because Roman during that segment said, "Hey, you don't pull a Tongan death grip on me. You pull that when you, of course, nod to Haku, who notoriously would beat people up in the club. Like it would take on 8, 10 people
Yep.
and beat all of their asses.
Yep.
And like so Haku, absolute legend. Like and that was definitely a nod to Haku. But he's like, you don't do that to family. You do that to the guys at 3 a.m. in the bar. Great line, right?
Yes.
Once again, like layering the story. Like you're right. That's like you fight within family, but you don't take it to that next level with
Right.
family. Like
Right.
you could punch your sibling in the face,
But you don't
don't like get you don't get a crowbar and take a crowbar to your sibling's face. Like you do normal means, right? You don't take it to the next level. And Jacob took it to the next level with the Tongan death grip. But as far as who's the face, it really
it don't matter really.
it doesn't matter.
No.
Right? It really doesn't. And that's what I love about this story.
You're gonna get an awesome match, is what you're gonna get.
I
The
think
picture that was circulating of Roman's face looking at Adam Pearce while he's in the Tongan death grip is awesome. There's
I don't think I saw that.
I'll have to find it.
But yeah, this is the killer segment to end the show. Of course he did it again because he's desperate. Like there's so much of me that understands what Jacob is like going through, seeing somebody who's eating really well and you just aren't, and it's like, I need that. I want that so bad. I'm gonna do anything to get that. Even if that means me destroying your throat with my hand.
Yep.
Ayo, that came out completely wrong.
Well, hey man, you're in Texas, you're from New York, weird stuff happens.
Yes, yes. But yeah, it's such a cool story, and I'm so glad that Jacob's getting this opportunity to shine like this because this is a big spotlight on him. This match really, really has to cook, and of course, the internet is interneting,
Of
saying
course
that
not.
Roman was offered the 50, like the pay cut, and he might leave now. I
You,
don't,
you
I
know
don't,
what?
I don't know.
You know
I
what
don't
this
care.
ended up being? You know what this ended up being? This ended
What
up
is it?
being Roman's not going to Saudi Arabia, right? Roman was advertised for the European tour over in, that will lead to Clash of Champions to Saudi Arabia. Roman's not going to Saudi Arabia, so they pulled him from the dates because he doesn't need to be on TV if he's not building up to the Saudi Arabia match, right? So why have him on TV? Oh, okay. And then when they get done with Saudi Arabia, he's right back bringing you to SummerSlam. Just the way I don't see a problem with it at all. And my IWC is going crazy over it. Now they're my IWC. You see how fast that
Well,
happened?
well, I mean, the show is called Clash of Champions,
Well, I don't
and
understand
if
why
you
he's not
don't
on.
have your champion,
I don't understand why because I do understand why because as of right now, it's champion versus champion is how they do that, right? Do you really isn't Clash of Champions champion versus champion? Which one's champion
is
versus
it?
champion?
I
Yeah,
thought
that's
they stopped
big.
doing that.
They did it. They did it the last 2 years because Cody
Did
got
they?
2 rings. Yeah, Cody got 2 rings.
Oh, that's when you get no. I thought that was Crown
Is that
Jewel.
crown jewel?
When they have that Crown Jewel champion,
Because you
the
don't want
big goofy champion.
you don't want Roman versus Cody in that at all. You don't want that. I don't want that unless
I don't
Roman's
remember.
taking that belt off Cody. Okay, that's crown jewel. I apologize.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Like Clash of Champions, like where all of the championships should be defended.
Then I need to see why. Look, I can't see a road in which they actually give the belt to Jacob at Backlash. I can't really see it. But they have been known to do crazy things. You could give the belt to Jacob, let Jacob run the European tour, come back and lose it to Roman again, and let Roman run the SummerSlam. But that's weird, right?
No, well, not weird because the European tour, you want to have Roman Reigns. Well, then again, I mean, Roman Reigns could be chasing during the European tour.
But he's not.
Speaking
he's not
of,
advertised for it, which is just like I said. I want to know
but
why. I
don't think that's true though, because I saw well, I saw something to say he was going to be a Clash at Italy.
Okay,
Like I saw a date thing. I don't know what's true and what's not true.
that's
I'll watch the show, and if he shows up, great. If not, we'll get Danhausen.
I love Roman. I want to see more Roman, but you know.
But speaking of Backlash, do you have the Backlash card up?
I can get it.
Pull a. Because it's usually these
only 5 matches.
only have a few matches.
So one of the things we did miss was Danhausen went to Adam Pearce and wants a match against The Miz and Kip Wilson. Adam Pearce said, if you can find a tag team partner, you can have a match. And then Danhausen went out and tugged all the greatest wrestlers that he could.
Mm-hmm.
He tugged.
So who's gonna be Danhausen's partner?
Jelly Roll.
Oh,
and I'm gonna hate it.
About him.
And I'm gonna hate it. That I keep saying it. It's going to be Jelly Roll. Who do I really think it's going to be? CM Punk. Because you don't have Punk wrestling. Punk's not doing anything right now. So, I mean, that makes a great.
Well, Punk hasn't been on TV.
No, he actually hasn't.
No.
Okay, here.
He lost the title.
Okay, Kenny hooked it up. So,
I pulled it up.
Cool. So who do you think is going to be with Taghausen?
Well, you said it, Jelly Roll. That's the partner that makes the most sense. That makes all the sense in the world.
I would rather see the Boogeyman and Danhausen.
That's fine. I mean, this is gonna be a throwaway match. I don't think this match will last 3 minutes. Like,
It's a 5 card. It's a 5 match card. It's an hour and a half of wrestling and 3.5 hours of commercials.
yeah. Well, you know what? Thank you guys.
Yes.
All of the Ace Raiders. I mean, I will not call you a loser. I won't call you a loser, Larry, or Cardinal. Appreciate it. Welcome, Heck. Of course, Ace. The Yankees are probably winning, as they should be. 27 time. Okay. All right. Way to end the stream. No. But we get.
We got
Danhausen's.
Go ahead.
Danhausen's definitely, whoever he teams with, they're definitely going to win.
Yep. Oh no, the Yankees are losing.
Oh shit.
They down 6.
It's because I'm here and not in the Ace chat, bringing us luck. But yeah. Danhausen's team's going to win. Then who else we got?
We got Io and Asuka. That's going to be a absolutely steal the night match, possibly. Actually, all these matches are good enough to steal the night. Like, this is actually a great card.
Other than the tag match, yes. Any other match.
I think Io and Asuka leads off the night.
I disagree. I think Seth and Braun are going to lead off the night.
Any one of these matches could lead off the night. Like this,
correct.
There's a bad match on this card, honestly.
Every match but the tag team match can lead off the night.
Tag team. Maybe the tag team match leads it off. No, that'll be in the that's the comic relief. That's the bathroom break match, honestly. Because Io versus Asuka, if done right, I don't think they should have did the Backlash. I think they should have waited to SummerSlam. I think this is an insane match. So there's this could be. There's a rumor.
Okay.
Someone could be making an appearance and coming back.
Okay.
I don't believe that Kairi Sane is coming back from Japan to interject into this match to finish her story with Asuka. I just don't believe it. But my IWC thinks that's what's happening.
We'll see. I would love that. That would be great. But I wanna see this match.
I want to see this. I want to see clean.
Have some time.
Yep. I don't want outside interference in this match right now.
I don't need it to be clean. I just need at least 15 minutes of it to be clean. It can have a dirty finish. Like whether it's outside interference, like if it's only one person, and as long as it feeds into a story, I'm okay with it. Like it just can't be the same, LA Knight versus the Vision, and then that same story every single week. That gets old. But if Kairi Sane comes back and costs Asuka this match, she's gonna get an insane pop. Absolutely. No pun intended.
Absolutely. Who do you think wins?
Asuka.
I can see it going either way, but I can see it going. I'm going to pick Io just to go opposite, since my record was so bad at WrestleMania. I should know better.
You should, but you don't, and that's okay. But yeah, I got Asuka in this one.
The next match, we got Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. Braun's winning this match, easy.
Yes,
I think it's going to be a great match.
Phenomenal match.
But I think Seth is going to push him to the moon by taking spear after spear after spear, and just Braun is going to come out of this as dominant.
I hope so. I just hope that they book, like, there's a way to book this match to where the ending is really compelling, and there's a way to not do that. So you want to talk about outside interference? If the Vision interfere in this match, that will kill this match.
So you have two possibilities here, right? You have the Vision possibly coming down and the Street Profits possibly coming down to set those four up for a match. I don't like it. But what about if Bronson Reed comes back?
I still don't like it.
Okay.
Like this is a match that, like, this, I said all that stuff about Roman Reigns. That was Roman Reigns' character. This ain't Braun Breaker's character.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker is a destroyer of worlds. He needs to beat Seth like with at least 2 spears. At the minimum, he needs to hit him with 2 spears and beat him. Clean. Clean. Like he needs a clean win to get him over. Oscar or Io don't need a clean win. They're already made people. Braun,
fair.
Yeah, Braun's not there yet.
Okay. I'm picking Braun on this one.
Me too. Braun's gonna win.
United States Championship match: Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn. I mean, Trick's going to be devastated.
Yeah.
Trick's going to be devastated, and Trick's going to get revenge for the Gingerbread Man. And I think Trick's going to pull it out over Sami.
For sure. This is a match. This is a deeply personal match for Trick Williams. Sami made this utterly personal by taking out the Gingerbread Man, and he's going to get what's coming. He's going to get what they say in the business, a receipt for taking out the Gingerbread Man.
I hate that word now.
Yes.
Most overused word ever.
Yes.
I agree. We're on the same page there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Then we have the main event. World Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu. Before I ask you who you think is going to win, how dirty do you think this match is going to get? How overbooked is this match going to get?
Great question. Every Samoan who's ever thought about wrestling will be involved in this, and some Tongans too.
What about Royce Keane?
No, I don't think I hope he doesn't get involved in this.
That's not where he would go.
No, he's not there. He's not there yet.
Zilla Fatu?
Unless Solo comes out. Yeah, I guess if Solo gets involved, Royce Keys couldn't get involved. Could get involved there. Zilla, I don't know if they're gonna bring Zilla. I don't like. I haven't really followed him.
Neither have I. I just saw his name pop up. Something scrolling, and I saw some Zilla Fatu stuff. And
it won't surprise me.
Yeah, and he mad at CM Punk too. All the Samoans are mad at CM Punk. So I can't.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is this a Roman retain?
No, I got Jacob.
Oh,
I think Jacob's gonna win.
Okay.
And I think he'll drop it again. Maybe at Clash of Italy.
I like that. That's very outside the box. I'm gonna go with Roman retaining, but Jacob winning doesn't. It wouldn't make me. I would be happy as hell, and I love me some Tribal Chief.
I mean, there are people who go, "Oh my God, it was stupid for Roman to win the title."
Oh, wasn't
cool. It wasn't.
Roman's had that title about a month and has already elevated it, just because it's on his shoulder. He's a Tribal Chief.
Yeah, he took it off of CM Punk. He didn't deserve it. See, he didn't deserve it. Matt somewhere punching the screen. What the hell did he say? No,
Matt just unsubscribed.
Yeah. Right.
That's what Kenny. I don't know. Does he retain with or without Uso assist? If he retains, I think he retains without the Usos' help. This is a new Tribal Chief. He won it without the Usos. I think this is I'm going to keep this belt on my own, Roman Reigns.
Interesting. I think he's going to lose this belt on his own.
Hang on.
I mean, it's going to be a great match either way. I think this is going to be a very hard-hitting match. And this is a match that people have wanted since Jacob showed up on SmackDown. So we're getting it. Maybe it's too early. Maybe it's too late. Who knows? But we're getting it, and I'm happy for that.
I'm looking forward to the card because it really is good matches.
It is. It's this weekend already. I did not realize how quickly this thing turned around. And then we got Saturday's main event. Like I feel like another week after that. I don't know.
It's I don't know exactly when it is, but it's soon.
It is. It is soon. I think it's in May. I think it's at the end of May, maybe. Either way, we got wrestling coming. WWE, TKO, figure this shit out. Like, don't like. There are a lot of people who are wanting to see the demise of WWE. Let's not let today be the day.
I hope.
Like, let's not like whatever y'all are doing. Figure something else out. Don't that doesn't mean overprice people out to keep the roster because you got the money. But what do I know? What do I know? I have no idea who's going to be on that Saturday night's main event, but we'll get there.
Cody Gunther at Saturday Night Main Event is awful, if you ask me. But
oh yeah, because then I don't think they'll put the title on Gunther at Saturday's main event. Like that would be the only Saturday Night Main Event is like the good guys win, everybody's happy. It's just a PR stunt. That's all Saturday Night's main events are just PR stunts to get good people on the TV and everybody to leave happy. Because I feel like every one of those events, the good guys usually win almost all the time. There's no surprises. There's no, I don't know. But we'll get there whenever we get there. I can't even think that far forward.
Let me ask you one more question before we go.
Yes.
Should I order Burger King or eat the Hungry Man turkey dinner I have in the freezer?
Never eat anything from Hungry Man.
No?
Go with the Burger King. I mean, Burger King is way worse for you. Yeah. They're both equally terrible for your body.
They are.
But Burger King tastes so much better. So I would go with whatever tastes better. Whatever you do
for this, but I'm probably going to do the Burger King.
I'll say whatever you do, don't get a fish sandwich.
Oh no. That's what, it's 2 double cheeseburgers, an original chicken sandwich, and large fries. That's what we get.
Okay.
I'm a hungry man.
I feel you. I'm hungry. So we're gonna end the pod on that note. Because we've gone over 2 hours, man. It's a lot to talk about.
It was.
Definitely, once again, RIP to Ted Turner. Like, I don't think the wrestling landscape is what it is today.
It's not.
Without TBS and World Championship Wrestling. Though, just, yeah. We'll catch you guys next time. And yes, I just said fish sandwich because there's like a running joke about fish fillets, people eating fish fillets from McDonald's. I don't understand why any human being would ever eat a fish fillet from McDonald's.
I can't eat anything from McDonald's, but I digress. You eating a fish fillet sandwich from McDonald's, you are a brave or very drunk human being.
This is all very true. I'm over here trying to find the music, but I just... disgusting. Just gross.